Be warned, this video contains spoilers for the Demon Slayer manga. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'll be surviving 100 days in Demon Slayer as Yoriichi. This mod brings everything in Demon Slayer into Minecraft. Now make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Day 1 I spawned right next to a village which was super lucky, and I found a bonus chest. Again, it isn't cheating if it makes things easier. I then decided to loot the village's chests. I then mined some stone to upgrade my tools. I made a stone pick and a hoe, then I got more stone. After stealing all the village's wheat, I killed some fish to tame my cat. And after following it for what seemed like ages, it led me to a lone house and allowed me to tame it. I like to think that cat did it on purpose, so leave a like for Jerry. I then made a stone sword to kill a demon. After finding a demon, I pillared up and attacked it from above. And after killing my first demon, I became a demon slayer. And the breathing technique I got was the sun breathing technique, just like Yoriichi, which justifies my actions in the future. I then tested out some techniques on another demon. When I was about to kill a zombie, but as I opened the door, I attacked my cat, and after healing him, I went to bed. The next day, I stole some more wheat and punished the demon slayer who hit me. After leaving the crime scene, I decided to hide in a demon slayer structure and stole some food, furnace and a futon which allows me to skip time. When the heat died down, I left the structure to explore the village. I went home to drop off my loot and make some more tools. Also, quick side note, Truter keeps saying the way I position my tools is kinda weird. Do you guys agree? And how do you position your tools in your hotbar? Leave in the comment section down below. Because I didn't want to accidentally kill my cat, I made a nice little hut outside where he will stay for the rest of the video because I kinda forgot that I had a cat. Day 3 I cooked some food and I went mining for iron and coal. I also found Muzan's blood, but because I'm a good demon slayer, I decided to gather as much as I can and keep it so it doesn't get into the wrong hands. When I got home, I smelted my iron and took a nice nighttime walk, but was attacked by Upper Moon 1 and died. The next day I went out and killed a lot of animals, including a boar, which dropped a boar's head that I can wear. I look amazing, right? Anyway, I went exploring and found Mount Yoko, which has scarlet ore, which I can use to get really cool swords. After realizing I need a diamond pick, I went over to a small house on the river to steal some stuff. Later on that day I found Mount Sagiri and I decided to roam around, but I was killed by Darky. After returning, I found a drum demon and decided to test how strong I was, and it turns out I'm really strong. But I died to a wolf. When I came back, I went exploring and found a demon slayer village which has amazing loot, such as a banjo and some other minor stuff like Nether and whatever. When I came home, it was nighttime, so I killed some demons. Day 6 I gathered some wood and stone until day 10 to build my house. Day 11 I started to clear the area where I'm going to put my house by getting rid of the trees and making the area flat. After spending a day flattening the area, I laid down the foundation of my base, and after making an outline I got rid of the dirt to place down the floor. As soon as it turned night, I went out to kill some demons and found a hand demon, which was somewhat challenging, but I managed to defeat it. I then found the drum demon and decided to kill him again. The rest of the night was just spent running around killing demons. Day 13 I went out exploring and found another demon slayer village and a Hashira base with some free uniform. When I came back I filled in the floor. Then I went out mining for some sand to make glass. While the sand was smelting, I started to finish the frame of my base. When the sand finished smelting, I placed them down, and after that I added a roof. Day 14 to 15 I added a stone trim to the outside of the house to give it more depth. And after the trim was done, I added the pillars to the second floor. After getting more wood, I started to work on the frame for the second floor. When it was done, I added some glass for the windows, but I ran out of glass, so I went out to get more. Day 16 I made purple beds because purple is my favorite color, and I started filling the windows. When the windows were done, I added in the roof. When the roof was done, I added another stone trim because it makes my house look better. The next day I decided to change the roof so it matches the rest of the house. I then decided to make a kitchen area for some reason, so I made some diorite slabs to make the kitchen counter, and some spruce chairs. However, later on I decided to replace the diorite slabs with actual kitchen counters. Then I made some birch chairs to replace the spruce ones, but I made the wrong ones, so I went back and made the right ones. But after making that, I decided to make a different type of chair because I like it more. Then I made some cabinets to make it look more kitcheny. I don't know if that's a word, I don't know why I did it, I never used them. Later on I made another sword to see what kind of breathing technique I get, and I got wind breathing. Day 19 I made a diamond pick to mine the scarlet ore, which I can use to trade with the blacksmith to get the swords of the Hashira. Then I went to Mount Sagiri to start the mission that this mod has, and the first mission is to kill Saboteur, and unlike my last video I didn't wait 30 days to attack. Instead I attacked him straight away, and this time the fight was really easy. After killing Saboteur I found the house where Tanjiro trained, and I found a cool looking mask and a war style sword. After leaving the hut I stumbled across an old grave of mine and decided to pay my respects. I went back wandering to the world, and while wandering I found a really cool area, but too bad I already built my house, so I just marked it on my map and left. While exploring I found Upper Moon 5 I think, and I was trapped in a house with him. And while I was in the house I killed some demons through the wall and leveled up as a demon slayer. But I was trapped in the Upper Moon 5's bubble and suffocated. When I teleported back, I died again. The third time I came back, the bubble broke and I got my stuff back and stole all the gold in the structure. I carried on exploring and found the Muzan train biome, and also got some seeds to tame a new raven because my old one died. I then checked my achievements and saw that I had to kill the hand demon again. After a while, I found myself in an ice biome and found a small hut with a shulker box, which was extremely useful. After exploring until day 22, I completed the third mission, and to be honest, I accidentally stopped recording, so I don't even know what happened. So just go with it. I went to the mountain to find more scarlet ore, and after spending a night there, I found another mountain, so I ran over to it and continued the search for scarlet ore. After spending the day on the mountain, I went to the Muzan train biome to kill some demons, which leveled me up to Hinata, but I was immediately ambushed and died. When I returned, I killed some demons, but I died again. When I came back, I found the train in the movie, and right now it's only decorational and the structure is pretty empty apart from some coal blocks. Day 24, I made a bunch of chests to store my items and spent the whole day moving and sorting them. After moving my items, I decided to make an enchanting room. The next day I went out to get obsidian for the enchanting room and for the portal. On returning, I made a small room for the portal, and after making the enchanting table I went into the Nether. After finding a good place, I mined some quartz, and after a while I found a bastion. Okay, now while mining I found a zombie spawner and I spent a few days making an XP grinder. And yes, looking back at it, the grinder was terrible. Luckily I found a better way of getting XP, so I won't be coming back here anymore. But I did stand there AFK for a while. I stayed in the grinder till I got enough levels to make my sword better, and also I enchanted my pickaxe, axe and bow. I then went off to kill Rui, but decided to kill these robot Yoriichis because I figured out they dropped a ton of XP. And after realizing I wasted 10 plus days in the grinder, I left the area and found Nezuko, and she enchanted my sword to have Red Sword 1, which I think stops demons from healing. When it became night, I found and managed to kill him fairly easily. And after a few minutes later I leveled up, and a couple minutes later I killed the hand demon and became a Hashira. Day 41, I traded in all my rare ore for some swords, and I got a bunch of Hashira swords. After that I wandered around and I was chased up by a tree by a demon, but luckily I could kill him from far away, and surprisingly it was lower rank too. The next day I wandered around, but I can't remember why, I think I was trying to find more Mount Yoko biomes. Day 43, I found the blacksmith again and I traded him some ore for more swords, and he gave me the stone Hashira sword, which at that time didn't do anything, but that's because I didn't update the mod, but don't worry, I will later on. When I got home, I was attacked by an emu, and he was surprisingly easy, so I fought him again. I then used all the gold I have to make a bunch of golden apples. I went back to Mount Sagiri and challenged the fish demon, which didn't go so well because we were ambushed by Doma, and they both died to the sun. I then traded some more ore for more swords. Later on in the day, I fought Daki and her brother, which was an incredibly hard battle. Which ended in my death. Day 45, I challenged Daki again with the help of Shinobu, but they both died to the sunlight. While exploring, I found a desert and a desert temple with a free golden apple, which was nice. While exploring, I was attacked by Hyro, and after an intense battle, I killed him. And he dropped his gun. I then traded my ore for more swords and I got Uzui's sword. I then found myself in a cave battling a demon, and after a disorienting battle, I defeated upper rank 4. And at night, I fought Daki for the 3rd time, but I still died. The next day, I decided to try my luck with Akaza, and after a long battle, I killed him. And after my glorious win with Akaza, I decided to try and fight the fish demon, but they died to the sunlight. I then went back to exploring and found a jungle biome with bamboo. I then carried on exploring. Day 50, I decided to kill more robot Yoriichis because they have a chance of dropping a lot of XP. If you want a lot of XP, just go to the Mugen Train biome because that's where they spawn up. After getting enough XP, I enchanted Uzui's sword. I didn't get the enchants I want and I ran out of lapis, so I had to go back to mining to get some more. After getting enough lapis, I didn't have enough XP, so I killed more robot Yoriichis to enchant my sword. This goes on for a while, so I'm just gonna skip to the end. I got a good enchantment with red sword, so I added a sharpness book to get sharpness 5. I also repaired my armor, which was also enchanted. Day 52, I decided that I was going to be Yoriichi, and to be Yoriichi, I need a sword, but he doesn't spawn in the wild if I'm correct. I don't know, I haven't found much information on it, but I didn't want to spawn him in, so I had the idea to defeat all of the Hashira and claim the title as number 1 Hashira. And with that title, I would be able to challenge Yoriichi. I know how bad it sounds, but it's for the greater good. So I went out to kill all the Hashira, starting with Kanroji. Oh, you thought I was gonna do a fair fight? No, this is much more efficient. After she died, I went on to Kocho. Even though she escaped, she still died. After walking for a bit, I found Hajime, so I boxed him in, and well, you know. The same thing happened with Kaigaku, but I didn't get an achievement, so I guess he isn't a Hashira. The next day, my new target was Igro, and he was the hardest because he could escape, because he can teleport, but he too fell to the might of Slothful. I then went out to kill Rengoku, but he managed to escape, and he wouldn't stop chasing me with the fire dragon, which I think is a bit of an overreaction, but in the end I managed to kill him. When it turned night, I found Yoriichiro, so I put him in a hole and killed him. I then went out looking for Uzui, and after some time I found him and took him down. I then went out looking for the Wind Hashira, and after I found him, I put him in a hole. And after I killed him, I didn't get the achievement, so I had to find another one. I then decided to kill Iguro again because I want that snake that's around his head, because it's really cool and it gives you night vision. But he didn't drop it. When I came home, I used all the swords to get the different titles of the Hashira. After the showcase, I went back to look for another Wind Hashira, When I found him, I put him in another hole and killed him again, but no enchantment. I mean, achievement. I don't know how I put that wrong. I'm gonna leave this in. So it must be bugged. I then thought it would be best to give myself the achievement. After giving myself the achievement, I summoned in Yoriichi. After summoning him, I put him in a cage because I'm a coward. After making the area secure, I readied myself and attacked and was immediately killed. I tried again, but I ultimately failed. He somehow escaped and managed to kill me. After returning, I put him in a hole, a technique that no one can beat, apart from Iguro. I then placed lava next to him and waited for him to get low enough for me to kill him.
Many months later.
When he got low enough, I killed him, but he dropped a whistle, so I have to do it again. And while I was doing that, I made a bamboo sword. When he got low again, I killed him, but he dropped his wig. Anyway, third time's the charm, am I right? No, third time isn't the charm, don't believe me, it's a lie. Hey look, I killed the fish demon, and I killed low rank 6. After dying to Yoriichi again, I left to clear my head, and that's when I saw upper rank 1. I ate a golden apple and attacked. And after killing him, I got his amazing sword. And after potatoing a creeper to death, I slept. After waking up, I decided to put enchantments on my new sword, and to do that, I need to kill robot Yoriichis for some XP. I then spent days trying to get Yoriichi's sword. After getting Yoriichi's sword on day 70, I went to the Muzan training biome to get a ton of XP to add enchantments to my sword. I then added sharpness and knockback. I also made a diamond helmet and enchanted it because as cool as the bull hat is, it wasn't that protective. I also made a netherite. I then picked up some food and made golden carrots and torches. After packing my supplies, I went to Mount Sagiri for some reason, and later on I killed the fish demon again. Then the upper moon attacked me. I got him down really low but was interrupted by Daki and died. I then went to the train biome to kill some demons and to kill Iguro, but he didn't drop the snake. I then ran around until I saw Tomioka, so I put him in a hole with lava so I can kill him. Later on, I decided to make a better pick, so I added efficiency with a book, and after getting efficiency 5, I made it into netherite. I then went out to collect some marble and limestone. When it turned night, I saw Muzan, and for some reason, I decided to attack him. And this is how it turned out. It didn't go well, but I got really close. But I did get another chance, and here it is. Yeah, it didn't go great. But next time, it will be better. The next morning, I figured out that if you activate the Demon Slayer mark while holding Yoriichi's sword, you get extra buffs, which was really cool. After that, I got home and chiseled some limestone to build a memorial hall to remember all of my fallen Hashiras that I killed. After clearing out the area, it turned night, so I went out to find Muzan. And here you go. What did I tell you? Well, I didn't really say anything, but the terrifying Muzan has been defeated, and this definitely didn't ruin the structure of how I wanted this video to go. It definitely did. Anyway, I went back to making the memorial hall by placing down some pillars, and after placing them down, I went up a few blocks. And while I was doing that, I saw Demon Tanjiro appear on my screen. So I tried to find him, but I couldn't, and spoiler alert, I had never found him. So I went back to building the hall. I then chopped down some wood because I liked how spruce looked with the marble. I then chiseled the wood so it looks a bit different and filled in the gaps. I also used marble to fill in the gaps as well. Day 76, I killed Iguro again, and he didn't drop anything, and I also killed Doma, leaving only 2 demons left. However, I think they don't spawn naturally, so I had to spawn them in using commands. I then continued to fill in the walls. When the walls were finished, I got rid of the dirt and replaced it with limestone. The next day I got more limestone and I continued to finish the floor, and while getting limestone I did this. When the floor was done, I decided to change the entrance, and while I was doing this I realized the bricks I used for the walls were different. But because I'm lazy, I just left it. I then filled in the gaps and added a small design. Day 79, I made the entrance better, and after making it look amazing, I decided to make the roof, but not with any material. I decided to use the flower blocks because they look nice and they ward away demons, even though it doesn't actually do it. I also decided to use cherry blossoms because I like the color combination, and because I like that it drops pink leaves which make the interior look better. I spent the next day adding the leaves and making a nice pattern. Here's how the ceiling looks. I think it looks great if you ignore that mistake, and that one. I then smelted some stone to make some armor stands to display the Hashira uniforms. Day 82, I took revenge on Darky and her brother. When I got home, I placed down some armor stands. Then I went out to make the outfit, and because I'm starting with Tomioka, I needed green dye. So I went out to the desert to get some cacti. After getting the right dyes, I made his outfit and placed it in a shulker box along with the sword. I then did the same thing with all the other Hashira. The next day, I accidentally attacked Uzumi and he chased me down forever, so I had to kill him. I then placed down the Hashira uniforms. I realized that I needed a lot of item frames, so I went out to get a lot of leather. I then placed down all the uniform and the swords I had. I also added in some other armor and swords that I had. I decided to spawn in the last 2 demons because I'm pretty sure they can only be spawned. If I'm wrong, please don't tell me because I don't really care. They were very easy to kill. But if you'd like me to find them, then I'll gladly make that as a show. Day 86, I tested out the bamboo sword. I then went into the Nether for some reason and nothing really happened apart from me dying to Muzan and him disappearing. I then decided to take a nap, but I overslept and it became day 90. Day 90 was the day I decided to add furniture to my base. I added some purple sofas which I think look really nice. I then added a birch coffee table. Then I added some bedside drawers. I then went on a journey to find the Demon Slayer structures with a lot of gold and apples to make golden apples. Day 92, I killed Muzan again and he dropped his hand, which was really cool. I then tried to kill Muzan again, but I died, and after that I slept for like 4 days. But I found another Muzan and this time it went better, but he died to the sun. But I did have another go at him when I came back to my base. Now for dying once, I killed him. Day 99, I didn't plan on fighting Muzan again, but I did. And I died again. And when I came back, I killed him. I then wanted this video to be over, so I spawned in Demon Tanjiro not realizing it's day 99. So I had to go back and take a nap. And because I was super tired, I slept longer than I should have, and I returned to Mount Yoko to kill Tanjiro. And just like that, the 100 days or 102 days was finished. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And if you have any other ideas in the future, leave it in the comment section down below. And have a good day. See ya.